So today we've got a drum recording session with a local band called Slow-Mo 75. We've been working with them for many years, and I think this drum recording session is kind of a productive session to try and get them back onto the scene, because they've kind of been on hiatus for a bit. Well, to the public they have. Behind closed doors they might have been cranking away, but this is hopefully to get some new material out there. So we're in for a full day. Our full days are 8-hour sessions. And yeah, we're going to track. How many tracks have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks to try and complete today. Complete drums for. Nathan's the drummer. He's just setting up his kit.
Oh yeah, I'm using Paiste now.
Oh, sweet.
Old Paiste. Got rid of all my Zildjians.
I used to call them paste, but
yeah, that's what my dad said. I was like, oh, paste are good. Someone was like,
yeah.
Paste when you're putting a sandwich, you know. Some paste, wallpaper paste.
on the
paste.
Pearl floating snare.
Pearl free floater. 14 by 6.5.
Yeah. Have you tried the hydraulic heads? Because when I was looking for these again, they always push onto hydraulics.
Great for studios, yes.
Because if I'm right, this is a 7-ply and then a 7.5, done in whatever way they do it. The hydraulics are 2 7s, I think. So technically, I think these are a little bit heavier. Whereas the hydraulics are, well, they're still heavy. I mean, 2 7-ply skins together is quite dark. But I don't know. I just love it. I've never tried hydraulics though, so I don't know whether to, take a leap. Have you used hydraulics?
I've played on kits with them on, in my opinion, tone killers.
Really?
Especially live. Studio, obviously.
It's weird.
10 and above, not an 8-inch.
Yeah.
Because
they're just completely...
it makes it sound like a cardboard box.
Yeah. Do you know how you don't want to be portrayed as a grumpy person?
No, I don't do that very well, do I?
I'm a grumpy old man.
So, I'm doing a Beta 91 on the inside kick. This is kind of like try not to use typical setups, but when you do a lot of hard rock and stuff, you tend to use typical setups. Even though you shouldn't be creative. So we're doing a Shaw Beta 50, Shaw Beta 91, not the A version, the old one, on the inside. And we're going to do a Sennheiser E902 on the outside. Did I say outside for the Beta? Well, inside for the Beta 91 and outside for the 902. Right, for the snare, using a Beta 57A. I love the sound of it. It's a go-to snare mic for me and for many others. It's just, you could use an SM57, but it just has a little bit more depth with it being a hypercardioid, supercardioid, hypercardioid, one of them. A little bit more depth. Also, if a drummer hits the head, it's not going to knock the cap off it, because it's actually got a shield compared to an SM57. Snare bottom, so we get full depth of the snare. Without it, it sounds a bit thin. I'm going to use an SM57. Sometimes I like to use like a condenser microphone or something, but on this occasion we're going with the old and faithful. With the cables that I tend to use, I try and use these Neutrik right angle cables for snares and toms or things where you don't want them to protrude. Same for the snare bottom. For the rack toms, I'm going to end up using Audio Technica ATM25s. They're old, discontinued from Japan. They give some like natural saturation, so when you're talking about toms and hard hitting things, the saturation's kind of already there, so you do have to do less work on preamps and stuff. They're a bit hotter and just nice sounding mics. I'm going to get a hat mic set up. It needs to be crisp, so I'm going to go typical 451. So I think I've decided on overheads are going to be these Bayer M160s, the disco balls. These are ribbon microphones, so a little bit kind of smoothed on the sound, especially for hard hitting drummers. So we'll try them, see what it sounds like, change it if we need to. Also going with the stereo pair kind of setup, spaced pair. These work really well for that and give really good stereo definition. I think James might be.
Nothing moves when I'm playing.
Yeah. Cymbal falls off.
Yeah, clunk. Yeah.
On these brand new cymbals, shiny cymbals.
Not technically.
Not new.
Well, the hats and the ride, they're just over a year.
Yeah.
Maybe nearly 2. Same with the ozone crushers. You know, I've had a few of those, but they never cracked on the edge. It was always one of the holes that went.
Oh, so it's the middle of the cymbal.
Yeah. Well, the holes, the little cracks that came in the holes in them. So, what I was...
But they sound nice though.
Yeah.
From what I can remember.
So, I got this, and then I wanted a 20, but I thought it would sound too similar, so I was looking at other ones. And I clicked on the Soundcheck, and it kind of reminded me of one of those ozone crushers because it's trashy.
Yeah.
You know, what do you? Yeah, that's it symbol wise. Snare drums.
You've got too many.
I'm decluttering. I've got down to 6.
Oh dear.
There's no way for me to store them really anymore. You know, I can't keep up my parents forever, and we don't have a massive house, so it's.
You're getting told off all the time.
No, it's not I'm getting told off it. Well, house is not for drums, it's for house
It's for house things.
House things, not drums.
A musician's house is things like drums. Right, so overheads are in. They're the Bayers that I mentioned. 2 414s. One of the new versions. AEA R84. I'm just going to load in tracks so we can track everything. So all the mics are straight into the Audient, the 8024. Really nice, clean sounding, quite noise free as well. To be fair, you can pump all the preamps and the noise floor is crazy. So they're all going through that, apart from the snare mic, the snare top, which we're going to go through. This Golden Age Pre, which I'm going to just get that plug in. So, 2, 3, it gives it a bit more juice. Yeah, Nathan, if you want to go in and just start blasting, please. Just a quick tip as well, when getting drum levels, to get phase correlation correct, always flick it into mono on the studio monitors, so that you can just check all the phase live at any point in the room as well, because this desk is quite wide, so I can listen to this speaker over here and it'd be fine. But I can check for phase not by being in the middle, basically. But yeah, let's get this right. Okay, cool. Just single hits on the snare, please. We'll get tone just in a sec, if that's alright. Yeah, racked on 1. Number 2. Okay, cool. Just play the kit for me and I'll listen to the focusing on the snare now. Just flicked out of mono mode. Have you got any gel or anything on you? I've got some if not. Yeah, I'll come through and slap a pad on it and just see if that just... Say again, mate.
I've got one already. I'll just,
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Have you moved it more to the centre? Yeah, that sounds better already. It's just a nice round sound now. So just have a little jam through it. Oh, in the morning, yeah. Can't believe.
it's not as I'm not flipping it hard enough already. It's like, alright, here we go.
I'm gonna say it, but we need more cowbell. So I'm gonna have to put a physical mic on the cowbell to get that power. So let's go with a trusty SM57 because we don't need to be hearing that more, but unfortunately we do. So we're just in the middle of tracking drums. We've done 2 tracks. Started again. So we're just in the middle of tracking drums. We've done 2 tracks so far. It's going quite well. Very good drummer. Just need to make sure it doesn't go like over the top with some of the fills, as always. Let's start that track again. Right, let's start it again. We can do it. Only 1 track remaining. It's going really well. Apart from the obvious mistakes. The biggest thing that we're taking away from today with this drum recording session is drummer is definitely more than capable of playing beats, but we need the drum kit to fit the song, for it to be right for the song as well, rather than overproduced or overplayed or anything like that. So that's the biggest thing that we're trying to do today, is just make sure that the drum part is tied into the song itself. It's quite easy to overplay a drum beat. Yeah, it's that same in the end. I can kind of count you to the end if you look up maybe around there. If that's helpful. Just ends on the 1. Yeah, that was alright. The ending's fine because I think in the edit on post it'll get chopped anyway, so it's a complete stop. Come back through, we'll have a listen. That was a good take, that one. Alright, shall I play it first so you can actually listen to it?
Yeah, go on.
Also chop that as well. Shows though, the thing with you need a couple of takes just to sink into the track, really.
Yeah.
No matter what the track is, obviously. And technically that's the hardest one done. Do you know what it sounds like the start of that one bit?
Slither.
Yes.
Over.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
Every time we do.
So, successful day recording 4 drum tracks for this client in particular. They're going to take away the drum tracks, so I'm just exporting them now, as you can see. They're going to be tracking guitars, bass, vocals themselves. There's been a bit of hearsay that the post-production will come back to myself to complete. With this band in particular, I've done quite a lot of stuff in the past with them, and they were really happy with their last release, which was a year or 2 ago, but they was really happy with that, so they might come back and get it all finished in-house here, which, you know, I like that because I like the music. It's a great project to be on, and they're all great musicians as well, so it's always a good thing. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been quite productive today. It's been a long day. Both the drummer, Nathan, is shattered, and to be fair, I'm feeling it. I've had 3 days in a row tracking various bands. Tomorrow's a busy day as well. I don't know if I'm going to vlog or get any footage of that. It depends how interesting it is, because at the end of the day, if something's not interesting, I'm probably not going to film it, because, you know, I want this channel to be quite informative and interesting. The recording studio, live world, everything that I get involved in. But I'm not going to post something that's fairly boring to myself. This might be boring to some people, but I find that, you know, tracking in the studio is quite interesting, and there's probably not enough behind the scenes videos of this, even though it's quite hard to do behind the scenes, because you know, you're actively trying to work, so you probably won't film as much as you can. But hopefully this video shows a bit of that. Hope you've liked it. There's going to be loads more like this coming up in the future, so definitely like and subscribe to my channel. You can hit the bell notification and that pops up on your phone or device when a video gets uploaded. But yeah, until next time, we'll see you later.